right? They say, why build the PC when most people just want a word processor? The people who are dedicated to creating that foundation for all of us to build upon. Look, if you can't think of any way that your reality can be better, then you're not thinking hard enough. Take your work. This is a real program at Stanford that helps pediatric cardiology students visualize heart issues and how to fix them. And in VR, you can do this because it's immersive. And it's another example of how VR is going to bring us closer together in ways that might not be possible in the physical world. And this is the world-class virtual reality experience, but it's a little more expensive, and it ties you to a fixed computer. So today, I'm excited to announce the first product in this sweet spot. Oculus Go is the most accessible VR experience ever. It's great for playing games, for watching movies, and for hanging out with friends. It's only $199. You put the cameras on the headset and use computer vision software to determine your location as you move through space. Of inside-out tracking, working on a standalone headset and fully tracked controllers. It's not about escaping reality. It's about making it better. For the first time at Oculus Connect, our new head of virtual reality, Hugo Barra.
Thank you, Mark, and good morning. All of us in this room have shared VR with a friend or a family member and seen that same reaction. Building VR headsets requires a fundamentally different approach compared to any other consumer electronics. Amazing sense of presence, which makes the VR hardware disappear when you're in VR. Oculus Go, as you saw, is our first standalone product. It's an all-in-one experience, hands down the easiest way for people to get into VR. We matched these custom lenses with a WQHD fast switch LCD display. It has a much wider or higher pixel fill factor, and that has a dramatic effect on visual clarity. So you get much sharper text and beautifully defined images. Gear VR and Oculus Go are binary compatible. Their apps are binary compatible, and they share the same controller input set. We're bringing the best of our library from Gear VR to Oculus Go on day one. Rift pioneered VR magic to the world. Scaling a cliff with your own hands, taking a quick break to check out the scenery. Our Rift catalog today features over 300 super high-quality touch titles. We're launching a new program called Oculus for Business for developers, small business owners, and enterprises, basically for companies who want to explore VR to create new workflows. You also get a full VR commercial license, enterprise-grade warranty, and dedicated customer support. Cisco created the VR collaboration environment that lets coworkers meet in real time to work together. We're setting a new permanent price for Oculus Rift and Touch. Starting today, Rift and Touch will be available for $399. We designed the Senecus controllers with a touchpad and gives developers more flexibility to create. The tracking ring is in a totally different position. And we specifically decided to use 4 ultra-wide angle sensors here and place them strategically to maximize tracking coverage. Tracking controllers with just your visual field of view in VR really restricts the experience, and especially what you can do with your hands. You get a much wider tracking volume, more natural and unrestricted movement with your hands. You can see how smooth the tracking is from every angle here, delivering our first standalone VR device, Oculus Go, the best visual clarity you've seen in VR.
I'm excited to introduce your new command center for Rift, Oculus Dash. And it runs as a 3D overlay, so it opens inside your current experience. We've designed Dash natively for touch. You can just swipe naturally to scroll. You simply tap to select it. It feels great, letting you use your desktop apps from inside VR. And as hardware improves and resolutions get better, we're now on a path to replacing traditional monitors entirely. A big thank you to our friends at NVIDIA and AMD for all their support. We actually use Dash with Visual Studio to debug Dash from inside Dash. That is as awesome as it sounds. Altogether, Dash is a massive step forward for the workspace of the future and VR computing, and we're thrilled to enable it first on Rift. So we leveled home and rebuilt it. Let's check it out. Home has a much more realistic and vibrant look.
With the right drivers, and get engines and SDKs updated, ready for you to use. And now I'm super excited to announce it's coming soon to Gear VR. We at Oculus just don't want you to have to build everything yourselves. We want to give you building blocks as shortcuts. I'm super excited to announce you and to introduce you to the brand new Oculus avatars. Our new avatars are coming to Rift and mobile in 2018. You'll be able to take Oculus avatars to other platforms, including Steam and Daydream, in 2018.
I wanted to show you how we're updating Oculus avatars to be more dynamic and expressive, and our new clothing options help you personalize to your own style. And we're excited to introduce them to you next year.
We're opening our Explore API to all developers on Gear VR today.
So we're focused on building tools that give people the power to be creative with their friends in VR. So you can easily challenge friends to your favorite games, like my personal favorite, craps. And playing cards are coming soon, too. So you can make your very own kit. And then you can save it and share it with friends. We'll share more specifics with you guys on our plans for next year, but in the meantime, please let us know if you're interested, because we do want to hear from you. This year, Live 360 Video has opened an immersive window into new experiences right from the Facebook app. Today, we're announcing that Quill Art, or as we like to call them, Quillustrations, are coming to Facebook Spaces. This is the beginning of a future where people can meet up with their friends to watch stories and shows and movies created specifically for VR. You could take a VR sculpture into AR and create an AR object using the Facebook camera. Fully interactive 3D scenes for people to discover on Facebook, like this one. So you can see how the objects are animated, and you can even open the door by just scrolling your finger.
Last year, we announced we were doubling our original investment of $250 million to fund VR content. We're bringing more and more big-name developers and publishers into the game.
How many of you have ever been inside the White House? How many of you have ever been in orbit? How about in front of a dinosaur? We're extremely proud to announce that Onward is coming to the Rift in the next month. Echo Combat is a new multiplayer, zero-gravity, first-person shooter expansion to Echo Arena. Oculus is honored to be working with one of the greatest developers in video game history. Thank you.
You've seen how far VR has come in the past year, and that's just the tip of the OC4 iceberg. I can't wait to experience my first Oculus Connect.